putting this new set of springs on my 67 Camaro. It sits, I really like the way the stance of it, it looks good, but the headers are just way too close to the ground. Let's see if I can get like 3 fingers. I drove it the other day around the block and it drug, so I've got to raise it up some. So what it's got on it now is the Moroso trick springs. They really help with weight transfer. They store a lot of energy, and when you accelerate off the line, it lifts the front end and kind of holds it there to transfer weight. But they were actually made for a, when I put them in there, this thing was a small block. Now it's a big block. And so I think it's probably, plus that's been 20 years ago. So they've probably settled quite a bit. So I'm going to put these in there uncut. And if it sits too high, I'll just have to keep cutting them down until I get the height I want on them. So let me see if I can get these old ones out. Got them out. It wasn't easy. I couldn't even get the lower ball joint to separate. I had to take the top one off. These two springs are about the same height. This one's just a lot thicker coils. So I know I'm going to have to cut some off of it. I just don't know how much. Because I don't want it to look like a 4-wheel drive. I think I may cut half a coil, or yeah, half a coil out of it. Or maybe a whole coil. Try that. Because this spring is not going to give much like this one does. So we'll try that. Got one side done. I guess I cut nearly one full coil out of it. And it sits pretty high. These aren't really street legal tires, so, and I can go with the taller tire. It'll fill some of that gap in. But where I had about 3 fingers width of ground clearance, now I've got better than a whole hand. So that ought to be enough. That ought to be enough clearance. So let me get the other side done. Well, I've got them both in there. And it's got pretty good clearance. I put my whole hand under there, so that'll be nice on the street. I don't like the stance as much as I did, but it may settle. It may settle out a little bit. They say not to cut any more out of the spring until it's had time to settle. So I'll give it a while. Now I can also go with a higher profile tire. Take up some of that space around that fender. but it'll be a whole lot more friendly on the street. There's the two pieces I cut out of it. I'm glad I cut them out because it really would be high if they were still in there. But anyway, I'm going to clean my tools up and call it a night. Maybe I'll take it for a test drive tomorrow and see if it rides any different. To me, it just looks like it's sitting so high in the front. I guess it is compared to what it used to. And I can raise the back up some if I have to. It's got adjustable coilovers on the back. I've always liked the way the stance of it. It may just take me a while to get used to this. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll talk to everybody later. Bye.